Hello, guys. Alrighty, thanks for joining us again for another episode of the Football Fan Zone. We do this weekly, where we, talk all things football. Guys, thanks so much for all the comments we received. Really appreciate. Please do not hesitate to drop us a comment, like our video, and then, really appreciate that. So onto the show today. We have a full house. The squad is fully back together. Let me start with the returning member, Chooks. You and I were last time. How you doing, man? What were you up to?
Last
Up
time,
to no
well,
good.
I was chilling, man. I was trying to recover after a long, grueling season.
Yeah.
Some of
Uh,
us
uh,
had to play meaningful football, and on the last day of the season, it took
yeah, isn't that what to console yourself, right? Okay,
it
that's
took some time to heal. I had to go heal.
yeah. Yeah, no, I've been there, so I understand, I understand, man. Don't worry, you'll be back stronger next season, right? Benjamin Sesko is coming. Okay. let me go to Uzo, man. All the way to the the other side of North London. Uzo, how you doing, mate? Sorry, can you unmute?
Yeah, I think you're mute. You're mute, Uzo.
It's not me. That's how he feels. He doesn't want to talk. A man of little words.
Yeah, yeah, he's
Okay,
probably
Adams,
having some tech.
yeah,
Yeah,
while Uzo is setting up, Adams, what's up? How you doing, mate?
man, I'm feeling good, man. You see, the energy is kind of low these days. If football, there's not a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
Can't wait to have some football back. Tournament football, which is your favorite, Pius, for some weird reason, but
yeah, it's my favorite. Why is it weird? International football is it, man?
yeah. I mean, it's not weird, but I know like tournament football is not one of my favorites, but Euros, I'll manage it. I can't complain.
Yeah, at least any football is good, anyways. Or
Yeah.
some football is good. Right. Um,
Can everyone hear me?
yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you loud and clear, mate.
All right.
But first, when this adding mate to your vocabulary, please.
Oh yeah. Are you new here? Are
Give
you
that
new
one
here?
month, that 1 month break. Guy downloaded mates. His
Are,
vocabulary.
are you new here? Paris has been saying that from day zero.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness,
He
sorry.
does say
That's
that.
that's what slots ball is bringing us. First.
And it's lot.
What's that chant again? What's that is
And it's lot. La 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 la.
you
Right.
won't
Okay.
be you
Uzo,
won't be
how you
hearing
doing, man?
you won't be hearing that very often. Just know that.
Yeah, Uzo, can we get a word from you before we?
Oh yeah, yeah. Good to be back. Um, I guess football is well and truly over. I guess until the Euros, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, good stuff. Nothing's really happening. So
Yeah, we'll try as much as possible to squeeze out some sort of discussion from what has happened over the past 24 hours in terms of the Champions League finals, and then talk around the Ballon d'Or charts. Who are the likely winners?
yeah,
Vinny Jr.
me and my agent have been. We're still waiting for word back from Adams on this vacation contract. I don't know, Chooks and Pius. They get some kind of package. I have to do ports from my car, like no matter what, even rain, shine. If I'm on the field sweating, this
Yeah,
this 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 360 deal that I signed, me and my agent
now
are in contact with Don Adams, man.
we
It's not
had
making sense.
performance review with Adams, and he,
No.
he
They
rewarded
actually
he rewarded two of us vacation. Seems like
Yeah,
you're doing something bad.
yeah.
no.
I'm calling HR, man.
They had to take mental health break, man. So
If that's
that
the
that
case, then I should be taking mental health breaks after every season
Now you know
for the last 20 years.
you've not tasted what we've tasted.
Uh,
Our
wait.
own wine is bitter. It
No
was
worries,
sweet.
no worries. So your concerns are noted. I think it's something we can always discuss, off air, with the.
Pius, they've added you to board of directors. See how the guy is talking, man. We will take it under consideration.
Your vacation has been denied, mate.
Don't
All right.
worry.
Yeah.
Don't
All right.
worry.
Um. All right. So I think let's start the discussion with what we saw over the last 24 hours: the Champions League final, Wembley, London, Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund. The funny thing is, I actually missed the game. I slept off, and then by the time I woke up, they were doing a medal presentation. I'm like, oh no. So I actually didn't see the game.
How
Just caught some.
convenient.
I just saw some highlights, But guys, let me ask you guys your review on the game. Right, I think the one question I would like to ask is it that the football gods, like in quotation mark, is it that they like Madrid just, I don't know, they just always seem to favor Madrid, or Madrid are just that team. I don't know. It just feels like all the recent finals that they've been in, they are like they're the second, like, what will I put it now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't call anybody, but I guess I'll go first. I don't think that it has anything to do with like football gods or luck. I think it's what happens when you have enough match winners on the field at any given time, right? That's why, like, almost every coach, no matter how good they are, no matter how astute they are tactically, they'll always tell you once the players cross the white lines, my own job is done. Everything else that happens there is on the players and their own brilliance, right? And this is across all sports: basketball, maybe football, American football the less, because they actually get to talk to the players after every single play and give them new plays and stuff. But I think that it just shows you that coaching, putting together a team, all these things are great. But ultimately, what brings success, what makes a team great, is having match winners, difference makers, impact players on the pitch at all times. And that's one thing that Florentino Perez has been good throughout his entire career, is identifying those who are match winners elsewhere in other clubs and bringing them over to Real Madrid, or finding those talents that are yet to be match winners but have the potential to become match winners and getting them early and getting them into Real Madrid. And he set the standards at a very high level. He never drops those standards. Almost is never good enough. He's always going back to the winning is not good enough. You win, they go sign another player, as we see. You win a Champions League, you're second in 3 years, you immediately got Mbappe walking through the door. And there's fan bases who, we had the conversation last week about United. Negative goal difference. They won the FA Cup. Keep everybody. Bring back Ahmad. Bring back Ten Hag. Bring back Garnacho. Give McTominay a new contract. That's just the kind of it just tells you the difference, right? Standards start from the top. I'm not holding that against the fans, but your ownership, your coaching, they determine the standards of the club. And whatever you accept will continue to persist. And I think Real Madrid have been the biggest example that you can keep standards even during failure. There have been periods where Real Madrid went a long stretch without winning the Champions League or without winning the league. There's been the Messi era for them was one that was somewhat devastating. As much as Ronaldo had all his success, Messi and Barcelona were cleaning out all the league titles. They were having success continentally. They won a sextuple in one season. These are things that you would think have a knock-on effect. But because the standards at Real Madrid are so high, they're never out of it. They're never the ugly twin. They're never the forgotten stepbrother. They're always competing. They're always in the conversation. And it's no surprise that they've stumbled across another generational team. And now they send off a generational player in Toni Kroos and welcoming another generational player in Mbappe, and they just keep the wheels spinning. But yeah, it tells you need match winners, you need goal getters, you need difference makers. Forget about all this profile business. Profiles, he's 6'2" and he can run faster than every. Forget about all that. Can he perform in the absolute big spots, in the biggest moments? We were talking, before the pod started about Karim Adeyemi's chance that he missed. He goes through on goal 1v1 with the goalkeeper, fluffs his lines. You get punished for stuff like that in the biggest stage. You just get punished for it. We've seen it time and time again. So, yeah, it reinforces that football is truly about difference makers. Tacticals had tried to hijack the sport in the last few years, but you're never a triangle away from winning something. You're always a moment's guy away from winning things, and I love that every year in this competition specifically, we get proven right again and again and again that truly and truly the only people who win are people who are able to step up in those big moments. I don't think Real Madrid was great over the 90 minutes, as Pius alluded to, even though he conveniently didn't watch the game after picking Dortmund. Yeah, Real Madrid weren't good over the 90 minutes, but at no point did I feel nervous. I'm sure at no point did their players feel nervous. I'm sure at no point did Carlo feel nervous. The fans didn't feel nervous. They were right exactly where they wanted to be. Even if they would have won a goal down, I would have been even more resolute that they were winning the Champions League. So, and that's just credit to them. They've created that aura about them. They've created that atmosphere. They've created that expectation, and they keep it held high every season. And that's just it. I picked to support the wrong team, man. Life could have been so much easier. Oh man. Anyway, yeah. Congrats to Real Madrid again.
Yeah, congrats to Real Madrid. Let me come to you, Adams.
Yeah, man.
What were your thoughts on the game?
That's the one. If I could pick one club that my club could model whatever they do after, that's the team, man. That's Real Madrid. Like, they're the model team. Like, they're inevitable, man. Like Uzo was saying, you just knew. You could tell everybody that was watching that game knew that Madrid was going to punish them for the chances that they missed. It was so obvious. And if you go back to the finals that they played, Pius, you probably remember the one that they played. They played two, okay, except the first one where Salah got injured. The most recent one, you guys had I think Courtois was man of the match because of the big saves that he made. So, yeah, that's what they do, man. And the model is very easy, like Uzo was explaining. They just look for the biggest talents in the world, the difference makers, and they bring them to their team. And I'm happy, again, just alluding to what Uzo was saying, I'm happy that, in this period where we want to be overly tactical, in this period where we see different patterns of play, where it becomes so difficult, the tactics is so complex. I'm just really happy that, pure counter-attacking football still wins. Pure brilliance, pure attacking brilliance, 1v1 opportunities, like 1v1 maestros like Vinny Jr. are still in the game, and we can see how important they are. Right now, it's not about system players, it's not about systems, and this is the final. It's Champions League final. When it comes to Champions League final, right, I think most of the tactics goes out the door. It just matters what you can do, the type of players you have, who are the players you have. And it was one of the greatest mismatch ever. Dortmund did very well to get there, and I think they tried their best, but come on, man. You're asking that type of team to beat Madrid, a team that already previously won 14. It's impossible. It's impossible. That was one of the easiest final to predict. Everybody knew that Madrid was just going to go there. Maybe people expected it to be a lot easier, but again, it's Real Madrid, man. This is what they do, and this is where we go back to heritage. That's their heritage. They win the Champions League. I think the last time they lost the final was maybe 40 years ago, and the European final was 40 years ago against an Aberdeen team that was coached by Alex Ferguson or something. Some crazy stat like that. So yeah, it's insane. You're in a dressing room. Jude Bellingham is in a dressing room that has five-time winners. What else do you expect? What else? He doesn't even have to play well. You just know that it's gonna happen. It's inevitable. It will happen because that's what they're about.
Absolutely, like it's just Champions League heritage, And fair play to Dortmund throughout the tournament. I think they had like the highest number of clean sheets heading into the final as well. So like they've been a defensively solid team up onto the final. So yeah, it just feels like the Champions League just loves Madrid, and Madrid loves the Champions League. I don't know. Chooks, what were your thoughts on the game?
Bro, I don't want to glaze Madrid, man. I don't know how they won that game yesterday. But I guess I would join in and also say it's heritage. But I don't know. I don't know how like I mean, yeah, the thing about difference makers is true. But man, Courtois, that performance, the saves he made in the first half. Mind the guy just came out from an injury.
Yeah,
And I,
and
I think it's also the way European sports is modeled. Teams like Madrid, Man City can get away with this where you just won your 15th UCL and you're adding the world's best player to this stew.
There we go again.
I
Well,
was just
I'm saying,
I was gonna I was coming to
it's
that.
it, it's not like in American sports. Occasionally, you might have a team that has all the best players, but there's some I don't know what the word is, but there's some fairness where it's a little bit balanced. Like one team just doesn't have all the best players, but with Madrid, if Madrid comes knocking on your door, it's very hard to say no because the
can't
proof
say
is in
no.
the pudding. They just win. Like every year, I I sent you guys that tweet yesterday. Madrid just won the Champions League, and immediately they are trying to add. They've added Mbappe. They are looking at Alfonso Davies. They are Alexander Arnold rumors. Arsenal finished second, and all we're seeing is we want to go and sign Timber's brother so he can confuse Ipswich on the pitch. Like that's just a different mindset. Adams, what you said is true. Like if there's any club I want my team to model is Madrid. Like they're not satisfied. Perez was like, oh yeah, he's thinking about number 16. Like it's those little things that people think, oh, he's just saying it, but like within the club, is like, yeah, like you're not coming here to not win. As for the game, this is where I don't understand. Someone that has played football a lot, it might be the whole aura thing. Like when you know someone is going to win, it's difficult for you to even score against them because you're overthinking everything. Like that Karim's first chance. He went around the keeper and that touch was so heavy. But let's
Yeah,
say he was playing one random German team, Hamburg. He would do it gently, he would score. The one that I don't know if people saw a chance that hit the bar twice. Like
Yeah,
those little things, I don't know if it's also because of the aura. We see with Man City in the league too. Teams go to City and they are missing every single chance. And then the shortest guy on the field scores a corner kick. A 5-7 right back puts Madrid up. Marco Reus, probably Dortmund's legacy player, loses the ball, middle of pitch. One pass here, one pass there. Bellingham pass to Vinicius, 2-0. Nobody cares about the performance in the game. Nobody cares Dortmund had all that possession. Nobody cares all the chances they created.
nobody cares, man.
It's just
And
kind.
that's just proper football, man.
But that's proper football, man. Somebody in one of my Arsenal chats was like, sometimes ball no be by tactics. Ball now who put ball for back of net. That's just football.
That's
It's not
football, man.
tactics. It's not how many triangles can you do in the half space. Who can invert? It's brother. If you have a chance, can you score? When you create a chance for yourself, can you go get a goal? And Madrid, they've shown it time after time. We've seen these guys 1-0 against Munich. Tuchel is bringing out all his best players, and in one moment, goal, and that moment 2-1. We saw it against City. Rodrigo comes on 2 goals in like 2 minutes. Yeah, like it will continue to happen because now they're adding Mbappe to this stew. My add Davis too. Modric is staying one more year, and I like how those older players don't struggle to play. They're just there to tell those guys, we're going to win, and us we're here to deputize.
Chooks, this is the best model in football, man. This is the
Now it,
best.
it
Like,
really is, but the thing is,
bro,
one thing about this model, right? For this model to work, you have to win. Like you can't do it if you're not winning. Because there's no which life will you see someone like Modric sign an extension? Knowing he's not gonna play, he's gonna get limited minutes and maybe he'll play some big games. Because him deep down, he's like, I can add number 28 next season. Like you have to win. It's always that's the only problem I have with people that like will be forcing their teams to behave like Madrid. Like, guy, you haven't won any meaningful trophy in your existence, and you want to be moving like Madrid. Who are you going to sign? How are you going to get players to come? It's not the same Mbappe. Everybody was like, oh, their team should go in. What can you use to learn Mbappe if Madrid is there with you? They just show you all the UCLs that they've won, even with some of the strangest guys. Bale was a part-time golf player and scored bicycle kick against Liverpool.
Stop. Don't disrespect Bill, please stop.
Bro, Bale wasn't playing. They didn't even like him. Bro, the guy was hated. Most other teams, if imagine Sterling scoring bicycle kick to win just FA Cup, you can't even dream it. It won't happen. They hate the guy too much that he won't even try. Now Madrid, yeah, I always feel like one of these years somebody will shock us and just steal it, but it hasn't happened. So Hala
But
Madrid.
it happened last year now.
I mean, the finals. No one has ever been able
Okay.
to do them in the finals. Like, and it's always the same story. Everybody remember man. Let me take you guys back. I was in SS1, Atletico Madrid. Scored that early goal. It was in the night. That's why I want to miss about Nigeria watching football in the night. Man, 90th minutes. Our hostel master is like, he wants to go off gen. All of us should go and sleep. Next thing you know, that corner happened. All of us were already leaving the dining. Some people were still waiting. Next thing you know, Ramos jumped like an eagle. I've heard the screams everywhere. And the game ended 4-1. Marcelo Bale, then Ronaldo scored the penalty. Like, they do it for as long as I can remember. They have the same way of flogging you. They'll make you believe. They might give you a goal in the beginning. And then they'll just snatch it from you. No, it's incredible. I can never hate on Madrid. I think we should all be Madrid fans, to be honest.
Yeah. Just to touch on let's touch on the Mbappe dynamic, right? So confirmed today now Mbappe is going to be joining Real Madrid next season. Like, so I'm just thinking to myself, like, Madrid this season they've won the league, they've won the Champions League, and just like what is like I don't even like what is like I don't even understand what is their ceiling for signing Mbappe. Like, is this move just I don't know, like, what is Mbappe going to add? Like, I don't know. Adam, help me out.
To win it again, that's what's going to add, because it gets difficult. And mind you, they didn't win everything, right? They still had, I think, they didn't win. No, they didn't. It was a double. They didn't win their.
They didn't win the cup
Copa del Rey and Super Cup or whatever. So yeah, they're going for everything. And next season they're in more competitions. Another thing I want to say is people saying like, oh, they don't get why Mbappe is going, and he's like, KD going to Golden State. I'm like, bro, to me, man, I get it. As fans, we're like, man, why are you going to this team? But look at it this way. This is the greatest team ever. Like, historically, they've had the greatest players play for them. What do you expect Mbappe to do? Stay at PSG? PSG is not even. They're not a great team, right? We can't call them.
Or go to Arsenal.
Storyline was there. Don't mind him. Nonsense. Nonsense guy.
Or go to Spurs.
Bro, that's the best player in the world currently. Of course, he's going to go to the best team in the world.
Yeah.
That's naturally what's going to happen. Yeah, man. And for the guy saying, oh, Rodrigo should leave. Bro, if you're Rodrigo, would you leave? How would you want to leave? How would you want to leave a team that just won? I remember the last time that I think it was Robinho. Anywhere you go is a downgrade. When Robinho left and he almost joined Chelsea and he went to Man City. That was like the worst move ever. He should have just stayed, right? And that's the same thing that's going to happen to Rodrigo if he leaves, right? What are you going to do? Except you are too old and you can't offer too much. That's the only reason why you leave. But every other person there, every other Madrid player is trying to stay. See all these guys, all these Vasquez and who else? All these they hardly ever play, but they are there collecting the trophies every single year because they know every other club they go to is a downgrade, man. So I think Mbappe can't turn down this chance. And to answer your question, there's always for Mbappe, he hasn't won. So that's the thing, right? When Jude came, he didn't win anything too. So they need to always have that hunger. That's a similar thing that Man City does as well. You need to refresh the squad. You need to keep the hunger going. You need to add guys in that that need to win, that want to win. There's a lot for Mbappe. There's a lot riding for Mbappe now because he has the Ballon d'Or. He wants to win the Ballon d'Or as one of the best players in the world. He has also never won the Champions League. So there's still that storyline there, right? So there's always going to be something. No matter what, there's always going to be something.
And to be honest, the proof is in the pudding, man. They've handled bigger egos on this Madrid team. Like Perez, I don't know if you've seen the Netflix documentary on Figo. Perez went into Barcelona and carried their best player. The guy might be a part-time mafia member. He doesn't play around. So that for someone with Mbappe's ego, Madrid is the best place for him to go too, because quite frankly, they don't need you.
Yeah.
Like they really don't need you. They are gonna win without you. So that's the best place for him to go, because I feel like he'll be humble there. Because if you start to misbehave, one thing about Perez is he has a short fuse. He will throw you out and bring someone else in, and they will still win those Champions Leagues. But from a fan point of view, I will say I would have loved to see him go somewhere else. But I mean, it makes sense why he went to Madrid. Even if he didn't come to my own club, it was just too obvious that I wanted some kind of interesting twist and turn.
Nice one.
But to be honest, don't you guys feel that way? Like it was obvious he was going to Madrid, but let's say he maybe went to Man City or maybe went to Liverpool or went to Bayern. No, it's just something that was not in the script. Because it's very clear he's winning the Champions League next season.
Nah.
You think so? You think so?
It's very clear.
Pius, tell him.
I don't think so.
No. You're supposed to do your famous. This is football.
I don't actually moving.
And to be honest, even if he doesn't win next season, he's gonna bag one Champions League. It's so sure, it's so guaranteed. Jude had a stinker and was crying. Like, brother, didn't you already know you were going to win the Champions League? What's all this from you? The only thing that is a big threat to them is City if Pep stays, in my opinion. Because those ones, bro.
That's the only threat they have. That's the thing. That's the only threat.
Took them the distance. Those ones
because trust me, man. Company going to Bayern. I don't know, man. I don't.
Please.
That's
already ruled them out.
Uzo, let's hear your thoughts. You just be quiet.
I mean, what else are we supposed to think? People are trying to bring, a lot of football fans recently became basketball fans. I've noticed the trend over the last 2 or 3 years. So they've been doing this weird thing where they want to obsessively compare the two sports. They're nothing alike. All this, he's KD. Are you new here? This is the same team that has tried to assemble a Galactico squad in literally every single era of football. They've been dominating football for decades, for almost a century. Do you think they have 15 in just the last 10 years? They have 15 over the entire course of time.
Yeah.
I think they won something like 7 of like the first 10. So they're just a club that this is what they do. Players aspire to play there. It's no secret. Like Mbappe has always had the dream of playing for Real Madrid. He's voiced it vocally. He's voiced it numerous times, right? Like we know that this is like one of the worst kept secrets in all of like transfer rumors and football media. Like we know he wants to go play at Real Madrid. We know he looked up to Ronaldo. We know all of these things to be true. So it's not like he's uniting with them because he wants an easy route to the Champions League. We know he's a difference maker in and of himself. We've seen him go to a Champions League final. He's gone to 2 semifinals or maybe 1 semifinal. He's won a World Cup. Like this is not someone that has anything to prove to anybody. In terms of his ability to be the leading man on a team that wins stuff. He's already proven that over his career. And the stuff with Rodrigo, that's a classic basketball take. Oh, he's going to come and take all the touches. So, you got to go somewhere and be the man. Who remembers the man at Athletic Bilbao 15 years ago? Who remembers the man at, I don't know, Blackburn Rovers 20 years ago? Nobody cares what you do in any lesser. You can go score all the goals and be the man all you want. It's not going to count for anything. No offense, even like a guy like Cole Palmer, for example. You can't tell me that he's
Bro,
just
why
no,
you bringing?
hold on. Don't get up in arms. Adams, rest
Now,
small.
Adam said Kopama, his glasses shifted.
With everything he's done this season, right?
That
He's
boy.
not going to win the PFA Player of the Year simply because his team didn't do anything worthy of note, right? And things like that, after a while, it starts to affect players. We saw Harry Kane do this in this league for years on end, right? Be the best player on a poor team. Doesn't count for much. All those accolades at the end of the day, you're going to be looking at your peers showing off their medals, showing off all these accolades. Their Wikipedia page is looking like encyclopedia. Your Wikipedia page is looking like somebody's business card. At some point, you're gonna want to go do something that's of note. We're having a conversation in the group chat about a guy like Odegaard, for example, who left Real Madrid 3-4 years ago. You can't tell me he's not looking back like, well, I mean, at the time he was competing with the likes of Isco and Hazard or whatever. These guys are no longer there. There was an obvious, vacancy that he could have possibly stepped in. The player that he is right now, I think Odegaard's better than Bellingham, right? I think Bellingham's gonna have to do 2-3 more years of this for me to say, oh, you're a better player. So there's no reason why Odegaard couldn't have been one of the focal points in this Real Madrid team
Odegaard's
if
better
he
than
would have
Bellingham.
stayed. Of course, that's not controversial. Let's not make it seem like a bad take. Bellingham is 1 year into a career of significance.
When he's about
Odegaard's
to
the better
win, when he's
player.
about to win a Ballon d'Or.
We'll be back to this if Bellingham wins a Ballon d'Or. Can you say with confidence he's about to win it?
No.
I mean,
Exactly.
he's
I don't agree,
yeah,
man.
but he
He's
definitely
not
has shout.
anywhere. That
Yeah.
game for sure did not bring him any closer to a Ballon d'Or. But anyways, like I was saying, players are going to look at that. Now, Odegaard has been a much better individual player since he left Real Madrid. And he bet on himself. It's been better for his career. But you can't tell me he's not looking back at his old teammates, his old friends in that dressing room and thinking, wow, 2 Champions Leagues in 3 years. They've won the league. They've won the league double now. They're getting a teammate like Mbappe. Like, these guys their career trajectory is going here. And sure, it's worthy, and football Twitter will maybe respect you more because you're getting it out of the mud. You're grinding. Come on. This is the same guy that they will still slander if he doesn't score against Stoke City. Oh, where was Odegaard today? Nah, man, Mbappe's not trying to do that kind of grind work with you guys, man. That's for the work ethic guys. Some guys, they come into a position of privilege. It's a generational talent. Generational talents don't go get it out the mud. People asked Messi to do it all his career, and he never did. Why? Because you don't get to have you don't get that kind of luxury as a bad team. Run your team well enough, and then maybe you'll be in the conversation for those kind of talents in the future, right? Pep Guardiola, he's not going to leave City or leave Bayern or leave Barcelona and go coach, I don't know, Atalanta. Like, it's not going to happen. No, you just wanted to take a dig back. I know. Did it make you feel good?
That one felt good. It felt good.
Are you happy now? This guy, man.
Guys, let's look at the Ballon d'Or chart a bit more like in depth now, right? So I think if you go by what is being said online on social media, it looks like Vini Jr. has like gone ahead in terms of like the race for the Ballon d'Or. Like he's like the number one. Like everybody's like, oh, he's the one that's definitely winning it. I don't know if you guys agree or if there's any other sort of player that should also join the conversation, because it looks like we're now entering the Ballon d'Or era of no more Messi or Ronaldo, because I'm looking at the list of like recent Ballon d'Or winners, like the last I say 10 years. It's just the only others who have won it apart from them is maybe Luka Modric and Karim Benzema. Those are the only two. Like, it's just been them.
It's crazy.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy. Last 10 years, Ronaldo, Messi, Modric, and Benzema. So we're now in the era of, okay, those guys are no longer there. It's now the likes of
Justice for
Jr.
Lewandowski, man. Justice for Lewandowski.
2020, man. 2020. He should have won that one. Man, the way it is now, it might be Madrid players sharing it among themselves every year. One year is Vini Jr. The next year is...
It'll be Mbappe next season. it has to be Vinny. And to be honest,
Cole Palmer.
the agenda that has been coming out is the Neymar Vinny agenda on Twitter.
That's a good one,
If Vinny wins that Ballon d'Or and Copa America,
man.
Neymar,
Don't do that to my
brother,
boy, man. Don't do that to my boy, Nate.
Neymar brother,
Bro.
we might have to take you back to those Hazard debates. Neymar and Hazard.
Okay, yeah. Bring him back there.
Neymar, we might have to take you back to those debates.
Bring him back
Because
there.
Vinicius, I think he has more finals goals in the UCL than Messi
Yeah,
before
No-
2024. I think him and Messi are tied
yeah, they're
before
tied. Yeah.
2024. I think this season he scored in
No,
every.
he has more than him. Period. Forget the age.
Yeah, but I'm saying like before 2024, whatever.
Right.
I think in this season, every finals they've been to, I think they say he's been to 9 finals in his time at Madrid, and he has scored in every of those finals.
Mm.
I think
Wow.
except one.
Wow.
So I'm
That's
like,
insane.
that's talk about big game. Yeah, they have to give it to Vinny.
It wasn't only 4 or 5 months ago, man. And this is why I love football. It was only 4 or 5 months ago they were invoking this guy's name in soccer debates.
Oh.
Not you, Chooks.
Martinelli.
this is-
we have to bring that back.
This is
It
why
was
this is why
Martinelli. It was
this is why I
Martinelli.
hate football
What they
Twitter, bro. The kind of sins that get committed season by
Bro.
some of the things that guys have said. If there
Nah.
truly was soccer gods, some
Bro,
of us,
they would have
Thunder would have
slapped
struck
certain
some of
guys.
us.
They would have slapped certain guys. I remember when the pool they were trying to say, oh, Saka and Martinelli have more goals in the league than Vinicius and Rodrigo have in their own league. And I'm like, bro, these guys are playing in the finals of the Champions League, scoring important goals. And you think Martinelli start partying against Palace?
Oh yeah, Chooks. I remember I saw that video, man. That's now
Bro.
Madrid joined 11th.
Guys
The
were
guy says it's a
Guys
toss
were
up
like
between
Cages,
Ben
man.
White
Dark
and
Cages, what's in
Cabal.
Dark
Carvajal
Cages with that, man, bro.
what's up? Nah,
Dark Cages, man. Martinelli. Bro, we legit. I actually had that conversation with somebody, Martinelli and Rodrigo.
they know it was always Martinelli and Vinicius because they play the same side. I'm like,
That's even worse.
with certain players, right? Stats don't do them justice. It's eye test. Like you look at someone
It's
like
that
Vini.
simple. Look at Ronaldinho's career. What numbers are you gonna call that will ever validate the kind of player that he was?
The impact.
It's just if
in
you
big
know, you know.
games.
You
Yeah,
guys actually agree with me.
And if you
That's
don't
how
know,
I've been
you don't know.
saying.
But
That's
we've
how I've
always
been
agreed,
saying,
though.
bro. That's how I've been saying.
Well,
Adams.
They keep bringing
Like,
guys
yeah,
like
that's what I've been
Mo.
saying.
They keep bringing guys like
Adams.
Guys, Adams, you have an agenda. Why did you bring Mo
Adams,
down?
when-
You have
when
an
we-
agenda.
Adams, when we name Dino and
Then we
Vinicius,
we're not
try
calling,
to slow down before you call
we're not
that,
calling the garden
that
of
fat
the
guy's
garden of,
name,
the
man.
garden
Come
of,
on,
of
calm
Eden
down.
here.
Calm
That's
down,
him.
man.
That's him, Eden Hazard.
Because the guy turned up against Tottenham Hotspurs when they were 10th.
Mind you, the guy did not turn up the whole season. These guys are doing it in
Please. Did you hear the stats that Chu just mentioned about finals? Calm down, Adams, please.
Adams,
Bro.
man.
That he
What-
dragged you against
Bro.
Southampton and Stoke. That's not the kind of convo we're having right now.
but it still applies.
We're talking about
still.
that next level.
Nah, it doesn't apply.
It
We're talking about the
applies.
next level. We're talking
Okay,
about
so
the
let me ask you a question, Adams.
Yeah.
This is I don't know if you play FIFA. Does
Mhm.
anybody here play FIFA?
I used to.
I used to.
So basically, in Ultimate Team, the way they bring back old players, right? They bring them back in tiers, right? There's icons and there's heroes. So heroes is like a tier below an icon. So icons are like some examples of icons that they have. They have Michael Ballack, Lampard, Gerrard. These guys are icons. Puyol, Pirlo, guys like that. Those kind of names. Heroes are guys like, these are some of the heroes that they had in this year's game. Ginola, JJ Okocha, Gary Lineker, guys like that. Right? They're heroes, which is a tier below icons.
Mm-hmm.
So based on that categorization, do you think Hazard would qualify as an icon when he retires?
No debate, man. No debate. Definitely
I
an
disagree.
icon. Bro,
I
Ginola
I
and
disagree.
JJ Okocha. Come on, man. Bro,
I
I
don't.
disagree.
I don't think so.
any
I can't.
don't think-
I can't put.
any
I can't put.
any list that has JJ Okocha, what are you saying?
Adams, calm down. Calm down.
No,
calm
but like. Okay,
don't
so
do what you're about to do.
Okay,
Adams, no, this is not
bro,
banter. This
let
is
me.
not banter or anything. But if I'm going to put these prem icons, I with full conscience, I can't put Hazard in the same list with KDB and Salah.
Why not?
But like the guy did not just he didn't just give it. You know, he didn't give it to.
I don't know that Salah is super clear though, because if he ends up with just one Premier League title, I don't know that he's clear. I don't know.
But like
KDB, I agree. KDB would go immediately into that list
Bro,
with
they are
Lampard
all
and
chilling
Gerrard.
in the same
But
room.
Hazard cannot sit in the same
KDB
room
and Hazard are
as
there together like
KDB
this.
and Gerrard. No way.
No.
He can't sit in the
Hazard,
same room.
Salah,
I'm saying
all
if
those guys.
so why
No way. No way. No way.
What?
No way. I'm
What's
sorry.
that?
No way.
Man, these guys,
Gerrard,
man.
Gerrard is in there without any prep. Bro, the goals and the assists, the GA alone from Salah. Come on.
Salah
And then
gets in.
the Premier League title.
We've allowed too many people in. The bouncer must have fallen asleep at the door. No
Bro,
way.
no,
They are not checking ID
allowing-
again. What?
Allowing Hazard.
Salah and Hazard were just gonna sit down inside the same room as Lampard. and
allowing
Gerrard.
Hazard into that icon room. Then they should allow Kopama inside at once now. Let's
People
go.
crazy. Hazard, bro.
You cannot allow Hazard.
Nah, I need
Wait,
to
so
look up. I need to look
so
up. I need
Adams,
to look up.
if we're letting Hazard in, are we letting Diego Costa in as well?
Come on, bro. What are you talking about? Come on. How
I'm
many?
just saying, like,
No,
are we-
no.
So for example, like I think Kante would be an icon, like no doubt,
Easily.
no doubt,
He's
no
in
arguments.
So
Who
Kante
else?
gets in before Hazard. Prem icons.
there. Easily.
Prem
But
icons.
even before Hazard, of course, one.
Prem icons.
Yes, two. One with Leicester, one with you guys.
So how many does Hazard
The
have?
numbers. The
How many
numbers.
does Hazard have?
What do they call? What do they call it again? First ballot,
Nah, Kante
unanimous Hall of Famer.
Yeah, Hazard is first
No debate.
ballot. First ballot, no debate. Yes,
The
I
amount,
said it.
the amount of ghosting.
I'll debate. So there's a debate.
No debate.
I'll
Yeah.
debate.
Bro,
I'm
some of these
debating.
guys that you guys call, Gerrard is going to be in there. Come on, man. You guys.
Gerrard is clear of Hazard. Let's not do that. Legacy
Adams,
wise,
Hazard does not just have the numbers. That's the thing. He doesn't have the numbers.
Gerrard has the numbers.
he does have the numbers.
Nah, he has
actually.
the numbers.
Yeah, Gerrard
Adams,
definitely has
of
numbers.
course.
But like also like in terms of impact over a sustained period, what was Hazard's era?
Exactly.
what's always been my confusion.
That's always.
Well,
the
I can
thing.
only think of one or two seasons. What was his era?
What was Kante's era? They were the same era.
The entire time he played in the league, I can
was-
say without a
he was
shadow of a
the
doubt,
best
Kante
DM
was
in
the
football.
best DM in the league and in the
Not
world.
even the league, in the world. He was the best DM in
So
the world.
Hazard
Easily.
wasn't the best winger.
Don't forget Kante went and brought a World Cup home. He also went and
Nah.
did that.
Wait, Hazard,
No.
did
I
you
think-
forget
I
Hazard's World Cup performance that year?
Performance.
What are we
I knew
saying?
it. I got him. We got him. We got him. We got him. We can move on. I got what I needed. I got what.
Bro, man. I mean, these guys, man. These guys.
This
This
one
one trying to tell me
man.
that Hazard and JJ Okocha and Ginola. This one sat here telling me Ginola. Hazard and Ginola.
I mean,
Nah,
he
man.
just named some of the few heroes. My own thing is
There's other
just-
heroes too.
My own thing is just he did not just give it over a period of time like the other.
He
people.
didn't give it his all.
It was in burst.
He didn't give it his all.
It was a few flashes. Obviously, nobody is denying when Hazard was on. The guy was a scary guy.
Yeah.
But you can't put him in the room with guys that did it over the whole season.
Adams,
Yes,
is Hazard a top 5 Chelsea player of all time? And think very carefully.
Of all time.
Adams, I dare you to say it.
Yeah.
I dare you to say it.
I dare you to disrespect your own
I
legends
dare
like
you to
that.
say-
I
see,
dare
he's
you.
smiling.
Since you love him so much, go
Adams,
ahead and do it.
Adams,
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 the one
Ah,
who
see, he can't do it.
We're
He
acting
knows.
Chelsea.
He
We're
knows.
acting like
He
Chelsea.
knows.
Chelsea, bro. Chelsea is what?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
amount of
there-
legends we've
there's not
produced.
that many teams that have that many
We have
icons.
Drogba,
That's
we
my
have
point.
Lampard.
Exactly.
That's
Okay,
my
in the same
point.
way.
You
Okay,
can't just
okay.
give everybody an iconic status. You
Okay,
can't.
is Drogba in that same room?
Drogba is an icon. He's already an icon in the game. He's
Absolutely.
proven. Yeah, it's done. It's done. He's
Big
an
game
icon.
Player. I'll even start glazing your team, but Hazard, you can't be forcing Hazard. You can't,
Essien was an icon as well. That's
can't
another guy
drop-
that was an
you
icon.
can't drop
Adams.
Drogba and
Essien.
Hazard in the same
In
breath.
the game, he's an icon. Yeah.
Okay, in the game or on the FIFA,
Yeah, he's an
definitely
icon.
on the FIFA game, definitely Hazard
Hazard
is going to be an icon. That's not even you know that, right?
Because we had the debate started with because before the final, obviously Michael Roy is going against Toni Kroos. Toni Kroos is a bona fide icon. He's going to be coming in at the top of his class. But Michael Royce, I don't think Michael Royce is an icon.
He's not.
I don't think so.
He's not. So those are the type of guys you want to be putting with Hazard. Michael Royce.
Royce was better than Hazard. What are you talking about? Royce is a better player than Hazard. He didn't win much. I get it. His career didn't pan out, but
Fires disrespect.
So we're gonna pretend like Royce was trash.
So Royce was better than Salah then, or he was close to being.
You're saying eye test, right? You're saying eye test, right? I don't know, but Salah accomplished more. That's my point. But my whole thing is, when was Hazard's era? I need to know. I can tell you 2 seasons where he was the best player in the world. I guess, or in the league rather. Maybe the third best in the world.
Hazard was getting,
but he didn't have an era.
Was
man.
getting messy shots, man. Like
and he retired at 32, and he went to go play in the charity game.
Bro, all those
his peers are still in the Champions League.
All those ones is your business. Like, they're trying to act like Hazard was Sanchez or something.
The guy did 6 years.
Hazard or Alexis Sanchez? What's the difference?
Heroes.
Guys, okay.
He was heroic.
Let's move on.
Now we've rattled Adams. Adam said, "Did you see his performance in the World Cup?"
Let's move on. Let's move on from this chart. It's like you guys are ganging up against Adams and Chelsea.
The Chelsea
Adams,
fans are going
don't mind
to kill
them.
us.
They're just trolling you, man.
The Chelsea fans are going to kill us.
See, they try to make me disrespect my own guy, Okocha.
Yeah, they are trying to. They try to set trap for you. You jabber. No answer. Okay, guys, let's move on. Like,
Pius wants to deviate the conversation because Liverpool might not produce more than 2
icons. Okay, last one.
Pius, will you put Henderson as an icon?
You're not serious.
I'm
not putting any Henderson.
You're almost iconic captain, Pius.
Okay.
Wow.
But okay, but all jokes apart, does Carragher get it? Icon?
Hell no, no way.
I don't even think
he's not even a hero. They didn't even make him a hero. That's the one that they'll bring him back as a flash in the pan.
Is going to be the first hero commentator card.
Hero pundit.
I found a way to put this up, Pius.
The greatest pundit of all time. No, even Carragher knows.
So I actually don't disagree with you guys. I think Carragher is better as a pundit than he was as a player.
Bro,
did you see what Van Dijk said when they asked if Carragher would get into their current squad? Not their 11 squad. He said he's not getting in the squad.
Really?
No,
squad.
Yes, Van Dijk
he said he's not getting in the squad.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not the 25-man squad. He said nope.
That's crazy.
He said he's not better than Matip. He's not better than Gomez. He's not better than Konate. He might not even better than Kwanzaa.
I mean, they put Kwanzaa in England squad, man. Just imagine.
Did Carragher ever make England squad?
Come on.
Who knows,
he probably did once.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Jamie.
The guy is a home boy that lived out his dreams, man. Can't he?
What about your legend, Ledley King? Where will we put Ledley King?
Well, Ledley King came in as a hero, which is fair for me.
Oh, this guy is talking about Ginola. That one pissed me off, man. That Ginola one,
guys,
man.
All we have is heroes. We don't have any icons, man. I think we have one. We'll probably have one.
Bale on a football level, I think.
Bale would be an icon here, definitely.
Yeah. Guys, okay.
I think even Berbatov came in as a hero, but I think he should be an icon for me. I don't know.
And then Hazard can be an icon.
Well, no, yeah, you're right. So yeah, Berbatov and Hazard, same thing.
All right, guys. Let's move on from this chart, guys.
Yeah, let's move on.
Before we leave the discussion around club football, right? Let me just ask you guys about transfer rumors and potential transfers for your various clubs. Adams, let me start with you, right? Tosin Adib. Oh, please help me. Adebayo, Burayu. But you know
Okay,
what I'm
I'm
talking
getting the name
about,
right.
right?
Adarabioyo, I think.
Yeah. So it's almost like it's a done deal for Chelsea. Like he's going to be signing for you guys. What are your thoughts on him joining your club, and what other potential areas should you guys be looking to strengthen ahead of your conference league
You didn't have
experience
to say
next?
conference league. Just ahead of your league. I like the business. I like the it's a free signing, so I like the he has Premier League experience, and he's a player that I've always followed because when I used to watch Chelsea youth team players, like we came up against them a couple times, and I think at the time he was like a Man City youth captain or something. So he also played the
Oh,
championship. So I've always seen him. I've always known him. I've always seen him to be a good prospect. Um, but considering the fact that he's free, I don't mind it. But my only problem is like we can't. I trust a lot of our academy players, right? And I think that we have a lot of talent that are close to, or maybe even better than him, or will be better than him, right? But he's a free signing, so I can't knock it too much, right? I get the business part of it, but I also think that we can't keep up this trend of going after City academy players when we have ours. And I really think that we have a lot of talent. You can't tell me that he's better than McGoy. McGoy is already playing in England national team. And if we've done things the right way, I mean, we'll need to buy some of these players because we have a lot of them. We have a lot of those profiles. But don't get me wrong, I like him. This has nothing to do with him. Plus, he's free, so I'll take it. And your other
cool.
question was some of the other signings that I'm looking at. And this goes back to Chuk's point where Madrid is signing Mbappe, and we're just trying to get Olise, right? We're trying to sign Olise, and a lot of people in our fan base are saying, "Why are you signing Olise? We already have this and this and this. We have Palmer, we have Madueke. What do you need Olise for, bro? Man, come on.
You guys
We're
have
not."
lens.
We're not even that team, man. I mean, if we can get Olise, I think that would be good for us. I get we still have to sell some players too, so we might see some departures. I think we need a striker. We need another striker, but the striker market right now is just crazy. The amount of money they are asking for Osimhen, I don't think is worth it. Maybe Seshko, I won't mind him too, but it looks like he's already going to Arsenal. But yeah, I think we should try to sign a striker. I also hear that we're going in for a goalkeeper. Because if you try to play the way this guy plays, we need a ball-playing goalkeeper, and Petrovic is not. Petrovic is not that. Sanchez, I think Sanchez plays very well, but he's not just assured. There's just something about him. He doesn't give confidence. And one thing you want from a goalkeeper is you need your goalkeeper to build, to exude confidence in himself.
Yeah.
Like you have to be confident of your goalkeeper. I don't think Sanchez has that. So maybe we might be in the market for a goalie as well.
Okay. Chelsea.
I can't believe in this beautiful
nice
summer day, 70 degrees outside, we've spent 2 minutes talking about Tosin Adarabioyo. Anyways, Adams, one day you pay for all the sins that you've committed on this podcast, man, and some of the names that you've mentioned in good faith.
Bro, Tosin is not a scrub. What do you mean, man? He's not
a scrub. Man.
Tosin is not a
scrub. What was your other topic, Pius? You say football has fell off. This is a good segue into that, man. I counted the time. 1 minute 40 seconds on Tosin Adarabioyo.
Man,
may the good Lord have mercy like upon that, us, man.
Man City product. Oh.
You know who else is a Man City product?
Who?
Nolito. Scott Carson. Go collect them now. Stefan Ortega.
No man Ortega, actually. Ortega can come and do a good job for us.
Nah. Anyways, this is the worst transfer window ever, man. It's so boring. So there's no concrete links or nothing.
Tottenham. So I think
let's hear some of the names. Let's hear some
I
of the
think you guys
names.
have extended.
We're not linked to anybody. I haven't heard any strong links to
Bro, they're about
anybody.
to buy Gallagher. I gotta take Gallagher. That's
Gallagher, and then they've extended I think Timo Werner's
Timo
loan
Werner.
deal as well.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a loan. There's not really anything to report on. It's just 1 year loan. There's no obligation or nothing. It's just
How about
This-
how's the Oceanodoy links going as well? How's that going?
there was no links. You linked it.
My guy said there was no links as if he was there in the boardroom when they were discussing.
Reported by Don Adams and Football Fan Zone podcast.
No links.
There have not been any strong links for almost any club. I think the strongest links we've seen are the Cesco links, but those don't
So-
even look completely
Yeah,
like it's not like
it's going to be
it is a done deal. It's just like
Yeah.
they're interested. This is his price. This and that. We're yet to really see any team like. I think I saw a tweet from an Arsenal fan saying 2 years ago, strong links to Jesus all summer. Last year, strong links to Rice all summer. This year, it just feels like there's not that guy,
Yeah.
like that everyone knows you're going to get this deal done eventually or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
and that's the case for every club. City, we're going after Paqueta. You see the thing with the charges. It looks like he may never play again, which would be a bombshell, obviously. It's just, I don't know. I don't know what teams are doing. It feels like everybody is in flux. A lot of teams are changing managers. There's a lot of change in terms of direction and stuff. So I don't know. It's a really, really boring summer. But
Transfer
we'll see.
market.
And I think didn't that salary cap whatever thing that clubs voted in didn't that get
that goes into
ratified this
effect.
summer?
I'm
I
not
don't know
sure
when that
yeah.
goes into effect, but I'm sure if it's going into effect next summer, then it would behoove teams to do all of their business this summer, because then from next summer it's going to be a lot more stringent to do your business. So I don't know. We'll see. Also, we're hearing the same old things as Spurs. Tight budget. We're going to look for opportunities. We're going to be very clever in the market. Anyways, Real Madrid, they wear white, so we've signed Mbappe.
The Lily White.
all white now, white.
Chooks, are you guys going to go for Rashford? Are you guys at least put some spice?
Wait, did you see the links to Fofana? Chooks, tell us more about that, man.
Fofana.
Yeah, Fofana at Chelsea.
Really?
Yeah, there was links to Arsenal.
Nah, I didn't. I've not seen that.
I've not seen that.
I haven't seen that one.
Chooks
That's
saw it.
crazy.
I saw it. I sent it to him.
You guys are not, and you guys don't have the sources we have.
Your ears are not to the streets.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Yo,
crazy.
yeah,
How-
yeah.
how-
See football fans don't see
Bro,
you, man.
my
You gotta
own
see even know
player.
what's going on. Your own G. They had to snap him up from under your nose.
Well, there's no way we're letting that happen, man. There's no way that's that. In fact, Chooks don't even want him. He's not a good player. He's terrible.
that's what people told me about Kai.
Uh,
Yeah,
let me ask you for Arsenal, right? So Sesko links. I've been seeing some stuff around what's his name, Bruno Guimaraes in Newcastle as well. It looks like Partey is going to be leaving, so you guys are looking to replace him. How are those two players sound? How do they sound to you? As you
Well,
try to turn Man City next season.
anyone that is going to help us beat Man City, please come. I don't care who it is. That is Sesko or Isak or Rashford.
That's
I'll
Yeah.
welcome anybody. Come, let's go and beat City.
Yeah,
At this point,
I've been seeing the stuff like Arsenal fans have been saying, "Oh, Pep might leave next season." I've been seeing stuff like, "Oh, let's make sure we beat Pep before he goes." You know, there's that. Yeah, we must dunk on him before he goes.
Yeah, I saw that from an Arsenal influencer, like saying like he's now more inspired to want to. I can kind of see that. Like, there's
Yeah.
obviously the fans that are like, get him out of the league so we can win. But then there's also that pride of like, damn, if he
imagine being
leaves,
the last team that
only
beat
2
it.
teams will now get the right to say like they've beaten him. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so like you want to be put into that kind of like. I
And
feel
also
like this
that-
season people are going to be more competitive. Like he was one of the teams that beat him.
the
That
only
big Pep.
guys that beat
Yeah,
Pep.
Conte won it the first, Pep's first season.
Why is your face like that?
Club beats Pep too now. Are you have you
No,
forgotten?
No, I
you
said
said
one
two
of two.
now,
One of
two.
two. Yeah, one of
Me and
two.
Okay,
you,
one of
Pius,
two.
me and
Okay.
you.
Pius.
Let me
Pius.
rephrase it. Only one team has beaten Pep in a title race.
Oh God.
You beat your current manager Punch in title race. Talking about Pep. Please, we don't hear that one. Oh,
People
bring
should
me
not.
anybody
You
that
should
will not
better win
hide.
it next season when he's here, or else we'll cook
Else
some
what?
disgusting.
Banta.
See, guys,
Next
guys that
season, we're going to be talking is Saliba an icon or a hero?
Marsha is guys that are going to Guantanamo Bay to go and play conference league should not be saying anything to me. If you are going to be if you are going to be watching Olise kick ball in Turkmenistan, please. Let me on there. Pius,
I
bring
can't get my head. I can't get my that video of
no.
Modric.
You know what?
That
I wasn't here for the last episode. Adams, I want to look you in the eye. You were shaking your nyash for Man City the whole 2024, and the one game you needed them. This was the
No,
entire
chicks.
conference league.
No, chicks. This is what City did. That's your business, man. I ain't got no, friends in this
I
village.
got no friends.
That's your cross to carry.
Nah. Adams was here, was like, oh yeah, we can even sneak into fifth if Sheffield. Yeah, was
Hey, yeah,
was
Cameron
calling
Acha.
Sheffield do something for
Cameron Acha.
Nah, that was the only silver lining for my season. That
Adams,
you,
they've sent you guys to go and play in Gethsemane next season.
Score
No,
40 goals.
we're about to complete the
No,
treble, the European treble.
You know why I love Conference League? It's one of those trophies, right? Is the ultimate banter competition. If you win it, they will so clown you to
If you don't win
hell and high water. And if you don't win it, they will still clown you. Bro, when they leave that trophy, it's good. Following the footsteps of Pius, think about this. They're gonna be following the footsteps of Roma, West Ham, and Olympiacos.
I don't think so. I don't agree with that line.
Leave them.
Because there are some clubs that have not won any European trophy.
We would
have
have
won the people that will be banking Chelsea.
Guy,
Arsenal, Tottenham, to be precise. You guys have not.
We've won the Europa League. Go look at the map. We're right there. We're right there.
I will not settle.
Go and fight the Europa League organization themselves.
The thing is, like, it's not like we're just winning it. We would have won every single. That's history, man. That's
Wait, Adams. You think it's history, right? Go and win it. You see what will happen on the timeline. We'll be here. We'll be here.
Guys, just because there's no stew, I won't eat my rice with butter. I beg.
We'll be here. Wait, Adams, you think they're gonna roll out red carpet and say, "Wow, the first club to complete the set"?
The first.
They will tell you how low you've fallen. That you went from winning Champions League to winning Conference League. When Mourinho was crying after winning the Champions League, they were using that as a meme. They were like, "Wow, see Mourinho that used to win champs." Okay,
he went and tattooed it on his arm.
All
right?
that is banter. I need you to know that. That's all banter.
The only coach
banter.
to do the 3, and we'll be following in his footsteps too. The only club to do the 3. Spurs.
Well, I guess as you're following in his footsteps,
Spurs are doing big boy. Spurs is doing big boy.
No. Adams,
they're doing big boy for Conference League. They guys, their Conference League now, they will do parade throughout North London.
No, we won't. We have heritage in the Europa League. You can't don't compete with Europe.
Give Ange.
You can't.
Conference League next season.
I'm not doing a parade. We're not doing a parade for the Conference League. We won the Carabao Cup. We didn't do a parade for it. I beg, please stop. Stop. We'll do a parade for our Champions League final more than we'll do a parade for winning the Conference League. The Conference League is a dead competition. I don't care what Chelsea fans. Pius, you are falling for the PR machine. Maybe they've snuck you small money. You know, Pius is a politician. You are collecting money under the table. We are not going to come here and pick up any Conference League playing Uzbekistan U21s. Get out of here. I don't care what set you've completed. We will clown you. Let me see Enzo Fernandez armpit lifting that dead trophy. Singing whoa, 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 whoa.
Is that not the same anthem you're singing? That's the same anthem they sing.
But the original anthem, you guys, you're not even special enough to get your own anthem. You guys
let us know prestigious.
Adams.
Did you see Olympiacos?
Adams, Roman is turning in his grave and he's not even dead. My God. You can't even say how the mighty have fallen. Conference League. God.
Pius is beginning to smell like poor in here. Please let's go back to the Champions League. Why am I hearing Olympiacos?
God bless Poch, man. He did his job.
I mean, I'm
He
happy.
did a fantastic job.
Man City did the job for me. Let them send Adams to go and be watching.
Shameless. She said we to be sad, though.
See, sad care.
Yeah,
When you were here,
Man
you were here
United are now having mouths to say that they had a better season than your team.
No, Allah. Me, I'm happy that you are going to Conference League. Let them have the better season.
The United still will deal with that. At least it will make them keep Ten Hag. So
My joy
it's
is-
good for all of us.
It's good for us.
It's good
Plus
for all of
sign.
us, man.
Man, beg, let my
Positive
boy cook, man. Let Madrid go to Conference League and cook, man. Let him
Oh
cook.
shit.
I don't
Adams,
even
don't mind them. All these London,
Leave
not London
them.
fans.
Nah, we're
Give them
going to
Conference League
Qatar.
now. They will do parade. I beg.
Palmer 30 GA next
I know.
season, man. What I say?
I know
This
some
is
teams
the same
don't-
Pius that collected 3-0 in Europa League. I know wonder he respects the legacy of conference.
Pius did parade for manager that is leaving.
We'll
Guy has
make
no
the
shame.
competition prestigious. You see all these
Yes.
teams like Spurs trying to
Enjoy.
win Conference League next season.
Adams, enjoy. Just
All
know
right, guys.
it's a lose-lose situation. It's a lose-lose. Win or lose, you lose.
All right,
If
guys.
you lose
As-
that competition, man, that would be nasty.
I will personally, I will be here.
Right, guys. We're about reaching the home stretch of the show. Right. So that's the end of the club football season for the year. It's now the turn of the international tournaments coming up. The Euros, of course, being the biggest one of them all. But before that, the coming weekend is for Africa is the World Cup qualifiers. Our dear Nigeria has some two key games. Must not lose games. In fact, must win games. Not even must not lose. Must win games. At home to South Africa and away to Benin Republic. Because right now, I think Nigeria sits like at the penultimate position of their group, behind Rwanda, South Africa, and one other team. There's Zimbabwe as well. So it just looks like anything other than victory next weekend against South Africa at home, then we can kiss 2026 World Cup goodbye. So yeah, guys. Adams, I don't know. I think I'll come to you, right? So I think since the last time we spoke about Nigeria, Finidi George was still we hadn't confirmed that position. So the Finidi George, past player, former player, has been given the job now on a permanent basis. So he's the one that's going to lead Nigeria's World Cup qualification charge, right? I don't know. Looking at the team, some players have been dropping out, injuries, family reasons. What do you think? And the South African coach has also been talking tough as well. Remember, we played them some months ago in the AFCON. Gave us a good game. I think they're a very solid side, right? They might not have like those names, but they play as a unit. Like to be very they play like they are defensively sound, good players. In fact, I think most of their players are from Sundowns team that I think reached the CAF Champions League final or so something like or CAF Confederations Cup final. So they're not a pushover, And then their coach is a former AFCON winner as well. So he's someone that he's always confident. He always likes to talk tough. It's like he has even said in a press conference that he's very sure that South Africa will finish ahead of Nigeria in the group to qualify. So Adams, how confident are you feeling about Nigeria's chances?
I'm not feeling too confident. I just felt like after the Nations Cup, I felt like we should have just kept the coach and let him qualify us for the World Cup because he had all the momentum. He already knew the players, and just dismantling everything and going for Finidi George. I don't know too much about Finidi George as a coach. I know he won the league here with Enyimba, but I really don't know what he has to offer as a coach. But again, we'll be relying on individual brilliance from a few of our guys. And be Ademola Lookman. I'm just hoping that he can, deliver the goods for us because, like you said, some key players are missing. Just Ekong is a big miss. I think he's one of the misses that people might not really, but the defensive
Yeah.
side of things, I don't know who is going to replace him, especially playing the qualifier game. But yeah, he's a big miss, huge miss for us. And Olaino as well is out. I know they got a
Yeah.
couple guys from the Nigerian league to come. I'm excited to see them play, but this is such a huge game that we can't afford to draw. So I'm not too hopeful. I don't. It doesn't fill me with too much confidence. Of course, Osimhen is also out. Tella was.
Ella
I
is
think
out as well. Yeah.
he's out as well. So we have some late inclusions into the squad. But I don't know too much about. I didn't watch the friendly games. I didn't see his tactics or how he likes to play. So I don't have any opinion about the coach himself. But yeah, some of those key names might be very pivotal for us, and I think we'll for sure miss their presence in the game.
Yeah, definitely. We will like it's just it just kind of like I think those names just evens out that game. It's like a 50-50 game next week. Like
Yeah. Are we playing at home?
yeah, so we play South Africa at home on
Okay.
Friday, 7th of
Okay.
June. Yeah. South Africa, one guy I fear so much. Teboho Mokoena, defensive midfielder, man. That guy is solid. He's going to give us a whole lot of troubles. Uzo, you want to add anything about Nigeria chances, or what do you think? Like,
I mean, I don't know. It's looking bleak, in terms of, I don't know. It just doesn't feel like there's a buzz around the national team right now. I don't know if it's because club football just ended,
yeah,
or maybe the way that the AFCON charge to winning the trophy ended in disappointment. But it just kind of feels like I know it just feels like there's not enough anticipation around this particular tie. I mean,
I think it's
we
build
can,
up as the days get nearer. Anyways,
yeah. How many games and qualifiers do we play?
so I think in each group there are around, I think, 6 teams. You play their home and away, and then the at the end of those games, the number one team, like the top team, automatically qualifies.
So it's saying we've only played 2 games, right?
Yeah, we've only played 2 games, yeah,
So
and
we
we
should
we
have
drew
6 more
both.
games, right?
Yeah,
So I don't think these are must-win games. Then I don't think it's going to that. It's not like we're that far behind.
But if
There's
if we
still a lot of
if we
games to go.
drop points here, then it'll be little difficult for us to. Yeah, I get what you mean. It's
to,
not like
Yeah, like,
doesn't
I don't think that this
mathematically
doesn't
rule us
make
out.
or break us.
Yeah.
Like this, I think I don't know. I'm looking at the group. We really only have to worry about South Africa, right? Like mostly in terms of qualification. So I think as long as we keep pace with them and they're not too far ahead of us, I think we're right there with them. I think they'll be looking to
yeah,
also win the game. It's not like a draw does them any favors anyway. So as long as they come in with that mindset, I think we can definitely pick them off. But one thing I'll say is I think depending on the results in these next 2 fixtures, it can either raise the excitement or just completely kill all the buzz, surrounding the national team right now. So because I think most people are probably in the position that Adams and I are in, where we don't really know the coach, we don't know what the team plays like. The last time we saw the team was a different coach, different setup, different stakes. So these next 2 fixtures will tell us what we should do regarding this team. Like, do we pour our support? Do we start raising questions? Are there red flags? Things like that. So yeah. We'll see. They must come to America. That's all I'm saying. Like, come on.
Yeah,
come on.
That's just the thing. So I think the result, the penalty, the last result right before this round of fixtures, I think did Nigeria a bit of a favor. I think South Africa lost to Rwanda, so that kind of like pegged them back from like going way ahead of Nigeria. So it keeps us like in touching distance with them.
Yeah.
Interesting. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully Nigeria wins both games, right?
Yeah, I think if we win both games, we probably, depending on what Rwanda do, but we should be at least second.
Yeah.
I know if we beat South Africa, we'll go ahead above them. So
yeah,
I'm more so worried about keeping pace with being ahead of South Africa
than any other team.
Rwanda. I think Rwanda.
Yeah. Fair point. All right. Okay. Let's talk about the Euros now. There's a bit more excitement and buzz about that right across like Europe, England, Scotland. Is that part of is that time of the year where you start releasing promotional videos? Oh, England's are everybody's favorites, but why don't other people support them or like them? Are they a bit too arrogant? That kind of stuff. And then there's always the beef with their fellow other like neighboring UK countries, Scotland rivals. They don't want their England to win, even if they're not going to win. At least England must not win as well. That kind of stuff. So yeah, it's interesting. It's something to look forward to. I'm actually personally looking forward to it, anyways. In terms of favorites, I think we've gone over this. I think Uzo has said Portugal, like dark horses. Nobody's talking about them. Solid squad. Chooks is getting himself a France jersey. He wants to hate watch England. Ali. Right, Adams, I know you're a big England fan, right? Expectations for Southgate. It is time to deliver
And he has to win it,
trophy.
man. That's the only thing. Like, he just has to win it. I'm not too confident in type of players. Especially, we talked about it last episode. Uzo was concerned about the defenders. I am too, and I'm not just confident that he's going to be able to get the starting lineup right and with the right combination of players, because of the immense amount of talented attackers that he has in his squad. I don't think he will get it right, but yeah, this is his last opportunity. This is his last chance.
I just think for England's sake, even though I'm not a fan, or I'm not really going to be supporting. I just think for England's sake, I think Southgate just needs to be a bit more proactive. Like he just needs to.
Yeah,
I think he just reacts so slowly in games. Like you're watching it and you're like, okay, bring in, and this is a team that has a lot of options, right? Especially in attack. You're like, okay, Saka, Watkins, Tony, don't be afraid to switch it up and then, and go a bit more attack minded, be on the front foot.
exactly. That's the thing. He's never on the front foot. Like, he's too cautious.
Yeah, I think that's the anger with a lot of English fans. When anytime I listen to like football programs, they're just like, we have the squad to be on the attack. We should be like with that attack line. We're supposed to be, be on the front foot, hitting teams for. I remember the last World Cup, like the first game against, I think it was Iran, where they give Iran like 6-2. That set up some sort of like balls, like, oh, see what our attack can do. Like when we go into the front foot, we have the attack to like dismantle teams. So why not go for it? Hopefully Southgate, for their sake anyway, Southgate changes his approach.
Yeah, man. Another thing is Jude, man. Jude, I don't know. Like, he's a great player, but he's going to give us a lot of headache because do we play him at the 10? He's not like we saw what happened yesterday. He's not like that creative, and you have someone like Palmer. You guys already know, like you know what he brings to the team. But
oh man, that look, man.
You know what he brings to the team, but I know it's going to be a tough one for him. But I'm here to see it.
If Adams was his sporting director, Adams famously said that Cole Palmer was the missing ingredient from City this season, man.
That was what I said.
He's the guy that's going to deliver Euros. God. If Palmer was as good as you thought he was, Adams, he should be in Ballon conversation by now, Seth. Like, if only he knew how good you think he is, he will be even better than he is. What happened to just letting guys grow, man? Don't shove him into the starting 11 just in his very first run with the team. It doesn't make any sense.
But I'm just saying, like,
also, England is not that good. Why do we overrate this team? Every single tournament they do this. They're not that good. Like, look at the names Paz was calling. They have guys that can change the game. Watkins, Tony, bro, guys, bro, what is going on? Guys are bringing on man like Usman and Kylian and Griezmann. And I'm hearing Tony and Watkins come here and change game. I can't wait for this tournament to start. Hating England is one of my favorite pastimes. It's the only thing that truly brings the entire group together.
Bro, hating those guys because
it's going to be a movie, man.
You're hearing names.
they're going to bring Kobe Mainu
Yeah,
and
bro.
Cole
Say
Palmer.
Menu should start. They have Watkins, Saka. They are putting Saka and Palmer in the game changer conversation. Okay,
Ah,
I'll be here.
bro, Chuk, Saka. This is
You
your
push
Saka.
the guy and
Oh.
change the game. You push the guy and change the game. We'll be here.
This is your Saka.
I truly can't wait.
I can't
I
believe
can't
that.
wait.
Nah,
I can't wait for that first big game
Let's
against
see
like
ever,
Germany or
Yeah, man.
France. It's
I'm
going to be
scared
too
for them,
fun.
man. I'm scared for them. I don't think. And the
And you
coach.
guys have seen how strong Harry Kane's juju is. He couldn't win in Bayern. You think he'll win Euros? Oh man, I
Bro,
will be
they
here.
brought company. They
I'll
brought
be here.
company.
No, I was telling Chooks, right, in a separate conference. I'm like, I think Harry Kane's career is a test to see how much one man can endure until he becomes a serial killer. There's no way Harry Kane is talking to his brother right now, his agent, and saying, "Guy, are we normal? Are we truly normal or are we cursed?" This guy has come to Bayern that wins every year and followed up a trophyless season with the appointment of a guy who got relegated this season. Nah, man. Next season is going to be too much fun. Too much fun. I can't wait. But yeah, as far as the Euros, England, 1966, they talk about them like they've won every year since then.
I'm going to break that dog this year, man.
Okay.
This year.
Yeah, this
It's
year.
happening this year.
Come on, England.
Don't worry, Adams. Damn, Spurs are winning Europa League. Since we're all dreaming, let's dream. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Do you want to add anything on the Euros? France. How confident are you?
Man,
Enough?
give the ball to Mbappe. Get out the way. We're not trying to see no Kolomwani on the ball again.
Yeah,
Man.
no more Rwanda, Congo,
Yeah.
Mali, man. No more.
No, we're not trying to see that.
Bring real ballers.
All I want
But-
to see is a black man with fade and waves. Give number 7 the ball. Everyone clear. That's all.
I think Kante is coming in for his last hurrah as well, right?
Kante is back.
Yes, my boy Kante.
Probably Griezmann's last tournament too.
Griezmann is not that old though, is he? I think
Yeah,
it's Giroud's last tournament though.
Oh,
For
yeah,
sure,
for
'cause he
sure.
announced his
Giroud's last one,
retirement.
for sure.
Jordan's son. Yeah, all those guys are. It's just a better
They have,
more
now, you want to talk about game changers? That's game changers,
France. Yeah.
See names.
Have
Come
names,
on.
bro. You're not hearing. Ayo.
Luka Toni.
Bro,
Yeah,
Chooks is constantly saying you're not hearing Bukayo. Okay.
yeah, we're hearing Bukayo and Kopama menu. Come on, man. Guys are calling Kante. We're hearing menu.
But come on, Chiefs. You guys should give England a bit more respect. Come on.
Nah, no, we shouldn't.
Man,
Why should we give it? So
It's
Pius,
a
you need to
menu.
give Spurs more respect too. Since we're respecting all the trophyless people, give Spurs more respect.
No,
They haven't won since 1966, and you're telling me we should give them more respect. Why?
no. This England team, I think in the past few years,
Every
have
England
been-
team, they've said the same thing you're saying. What you're about to say, they're going to say it.
No,
Golden
no,
generation.
no. I don't think. Adams, correct me if I'm wrong, but I
Yeah.
don't think. When was the last? Apart from like this past few years, I think the last Euros and the last World Cup.
They had Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes,
But
Owen.
they've
where did
never
those
been,
guys
but they've never
Rooney,
been favorites.
Ferdinand?
They've never
Yeah,
been
where
favorites.
did they get to? Did they get to like semi-finals or
They
finals?
were never
No.
favorites. They were just like, okay, England, nobody. But now,
Yeah.
people are like, but
Yeah,
what
because
was
they
up?
become
They're not
what was
favorites
on
right
finals.
now.
Last Euros finals, the World Cup before that, semi-finals. So
See, consistently going to finals, and he only mentioned one. Pious, politics. Finals, plural. They snuck to one final and playing no good teams along. Bro, even in that World Cup, they beat, was it Paraguay? Bro, let's not do this, man. Please, let's respect the sport that we're watching, man. If that's the case, Croatia deserves more respect. Croatia has been more
No,
successful over
Croatia
that time
deserves
span
respect too.
while not winning anything.
so, yeah.
Yeah,
Since
they
we're
are.
They do,
respecting
actually.
all the honorable losers, let's respect Croatia. Let's respect Netherlands. They took Argentina to the ultimate.
All right, guys. All right.
England is not doing anything. They're not doing anything.
England is not doing anything.
Menu.
Right.
Menu and Maguire,
See
man.
how it goes, man. I for one, I can't wait for the tournament to
Maguire and
start. You know,
Stones.
can't
That's
wait for
the pairing, right?
Yeah.
Who knows? He might roll out there with
Kwanzaa.
with Kwanzaa and
Jones is in the squad. Jones.
And
Curtis Jones.
yeah, we
No,
need
it's
to
not.
bring.
It's just in the provisional squad. I think they're still going to release the final.
Okay, I
list.
beg. They need to
Might not make
cut
it.
those guys off.
I think
I
I think Curtis Jones and Kwanzaa and those guys
Cut
will
those guys
eventually
off, man.
not
Cut
make
them
it.
off, man.
I know.
Of course.
Ovo will be sitting with his Curtis Jones jersey in his parlor when they are announcing the final squad, and he's going to be hoping that they get his man.
Also, just before we go, I'm looking at something like the all-time appearance maker for Belgium. This former sports player. You know who that is?
It's got to be Vertonghen, right?
Yeah, Vertonghen, all-time appearance maker for Belgium.
Vertonghen is a monster, bro.
Icon, man. Icon.
Superman.
Yeah.
No, he's not gonna be an icon.
And then the highest goal scorers for Belgium.
Relax, chap.
Lukaku.
But I mean, based on his performance in that World Cup, you know, since we're sneaking performances in for icons, he's not gonna be an icon. He's gonna be a hero. Him and Alderweireld.
They should make
Yeah,
Havertz icon card. Champions League winning goal, innit?
He'll be a moment player.
Chelsea icon, huh? He won your last Champions League.
He won us.
Kai,
And that means Di Matteo is an icon too now.
icon card. Hazard carried his BBL to go and sit down on bench.
No, he wasn't even there at all. He wasn't even in
No,
the
I'm
club.
saying for Madrid, he was
Over.
Yeah, he was there, man. He won Champions
Yeah,
League.
he
man.
won.
Put the Champions League on the table, man.
Adams,
are
what
you
was his
saying?
performance like in that final, man?
Put the
What a
Champions League.
performance.
He didn't play in the final because
Crazy performance,
he didn't
man.
have
Left
to.
bench.
Havertz has a
this.
better legacy.
Center
That's why
attacking
people move
bench.
the
than
goalpost.
Hazard.
When you were talking about Ronaldinho, you're saying, "Oh, no GA," but we can talk about his
So
performances, right?
Pius,
Hold on, guys.
So we're acting like Dino didn't have accolades.
Does Kai Havertz have a better Champions League final legacy than Hazard?
What are you saying?
Hey, I'm asking Pius. I didn't ask
Okay,
you. I'm asking Pius.
let me answer that question by saying
Yes,
he has
of course,
one.
yes,
He
of
has
course.
one that he has a better one than Henry. How about that?
Ooh.
Henry played in the finals, though.
How about that,
Henry played in the
Omo.
Barcelona finals.
bro? So that's
Chooks.
that's even worse because he played and
Chooks.
he didn't have an.
Chooks ordered a trailer and he thought he was coming to jam Adams. Carry both of you.
No. Henry
That was
played,
nice comeback there.
Henry played for Barca in that finals, contributed. Hazard was leaking vitamin C on the bench.
Bro, Hazard still has a Champions League, man. And
But
we're
hold
talking
up,
about.
but hold up. I think Henry has a Champions League.
Yeah,
He
Champions
does.
League
Yeah,
in
he
Barcelona.
does. He had to go.
Yeah.
Played.
He had to go beg for one.
Right.
Beg for one.
Hazard scammed his way to Madrid and collected number 7.
They finally gave him one.
You know, Hazard is actually on record as the worst transfer in Real Madrid history. The worst.
That's
The
their
absolute
business. We're
worst.
talking about Premier. We said Premier League icons.
Nah.
right?
This
you
guy ain't no
remember
icon,
icons?
man.
Remember,
That guy ain't no icon.
Guys, this is where we
Premier League
bring
icon,
the show
one
to an
icon.
end. Adams, let's continue this conversation offline. We'll bring the show to an end here. So, guys, thanks for doing what you do. Thanks for coming up.
No more
so-
PTOs,
I'm on
man.
vacation next
No more
week.
PTOs, man.
so
No more
If HR likes, they should come and beat me.
We'll discuss that. So just
we. This is a corrupt organization.
Guys, so thanks so much for doing what you do, for liking our videos, for dropping us comments. Really appreciate. Just continue doing what you do. Continue cooking us in the comments.
Kukuzo, man. Kukuzo.
I like to say all of the comments I made today.
Hazard.
I was under the influence. That's what I'm saying.
Under the influence, man. Hazard is a hero. Then I'm a hero too. No, all of us
Yeah.
are superheroes.
And then, yes, and then stay. Also, just be on the lookout for our page. We'll be doing some Euros preview content as well coming up. Just be on the lookout for that. Build up. Also, the first game of the tournament, Scotland, Germany. I'm going to be at a fan park in Glasgow to, to get the pulse of the Scottish fans ahead of the tournament as well. So that
Finally,
should be fun.
Pius is going to live his dream of supporting an
just
underdog in real life. My goodness. Very.
just
I
be on
hope.
the-
I hope
after that.
Germany. I hope Germany absolutely destroys Scotland. It will be so fitting for you to witness what it's like to not be good at something and to actually be beaten because you deserve to be beaten.
Don't worry, Scotland is going to shock you guys, shock the world.
That's
All right,
it.
guys.
That's
Thanks so
the nail in
much.
their coffin.
All right, guys. Bye.
All right, guys.